To the global presentation show, Bring It On. I'm your hostess, Arirang. In season 2, we are bringing the world to you. We have 12 contestants from 12 different countries, so it's your chance to learn about different cultures, traditions, and histories right here on Bring It On. As usual, we are joined by our fabulous judges. Brian, welcome back.
Glad to be back, as always.
And Christina, hello.
Hello. You girl.
And of course, from season 1, Amy and John. And today, our presenters, we are joined by Sam Carter from the UK, Chunquan from China, and Jessie from Canada.
UK.
Now, we are joined by a new face today. Christina, hello.
Hello, everybody.
You know, we've never had a representative from Italy before on our show. It's our first time. So if you had the chance to promote something from Italy, what would it be?
Well, when you think of Italy, what do you first think about?
Pasta.
Coffee.
Yes, coffee, pasta, food. So I would like to introduce Italian salami. You know salami?
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's quite well known all around the world. But in Korea, I find kind of hard to find the real original Italian salami. So that's what I would like to introduce. It's really yummy.
Okay, so welcome to our show, Christina. We look forward to your fair judging today. You will be judging this group of presenters. Let's say hello to them. Sam Carter, Chunquan, and Jessie. Welcome back, survivors.
Yeah.
Sam, Chunquan, and Jessie, they're all very talented performers, so it looks like it's going to be a very interesting competition today. Ooh, yeah. Now, today, if you come in third place, you will be eliminated from the show. But if you come in second place, you're not safe either, because we will have to compare points with last week's runner-up, and the person with the higher points will get to advance to the next round. So the pressure is on. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, let's start. First, let's start with the rules.
Here are the rules. Only one presenter will be crowned the champion. 12 presenters. Each week, a team of 3 will present their items. Third place of each team will compete in the redemption round. The winner of the redemption round then joins in the competition. After the redemption round, the presenter coming in last in each episode will be eliminated. In the 12th episode, the final 2 will duke it out for the grand prize. There can be only one winner.
There's an old saying in Korean, and loosely translated, it goes something like this. When autumn starts, mosquitoes lose their appetites, meaning that when it gets cold, mosquitoes tend to disappear. Is there any weather-related idioms or proverbs from the countries that you guys are from? Let's start with China. Chunquan.
When the mosquitoes are annoying, the weather is bad.
That's the proverb. That's
But
the mosquitoes.
Yeah, but in China, the weather is up to region.
Right.
Because China is a very big country that climate varies greatly from region to region.
Right. China is a big country. I think it's a universal sentiment that mosquitoes are really annoying. In Canada, I feel like it's cold all the time. Is that a misconception?
Judgmental person.
Yeah, and there will be no mosquitoes, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing.
I mean, I'm from the far west coast, which is the most like kind of warm climate in all of Canada, basically, Vancouver Island. So it's very much like Jeju, actually, the climate. Although it does get very cold in the winter, and we do get a lot of snow. But overall, like North Canada and East Canada, like far North Canada, it's so unbelievably cold that the government pays people $1,000 a month just to live there.
What?
Yes.
Serious?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
So you
Hold
can
on,
just
so you get paid to live there and you can get a job.
yeah, no, they want
Why
you to
are
get a
we
job. That's why they're
Why are
sending
we
you there.
here?
Because it gets to like minus 60 and you can die.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't know
Okay.
that version.
What about in the United Kingdom, Sam?
In one day, you kind of have 4 seasons. It can be very nice in the morning, and then by lunch it'll be different, and then the afternoon is different, and then the evening is different again. So it's very unpredictable. So rain can come at any moment without warning.
Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the weather in China, Canada, and the United Kingdom, but there is so much to learn about these 3 countries, which is what we're going to do today. So let's find out today's topic. Today's topic is weather systems, and to better understand this topic, we've prepared a little quiz. Little known facts of the 3 countries. This one is about Canada. The coldest temperature recorded in Canada is blank degrees Celsius. John.
I'm just gonna go with minus 60 because he said minus 60.
Minus 60 degrees Celsius, pretty close. Brian,
Minus 80.
that's too extreme. I mean, can people actually survive?
Minus 65.
Minus 65 is pretty close.
63.
That is correct.
Yeah.
63, minus 63
Amy gets it every week. She's
degrees
so smart.
Celsius.
Unless you are protected from the elements. People living in the Yukon, which is one of the coldest regions in Canada, have crazy coats and gear to when they go outside. But yeah, I think at minus 63, I'm no scientist, but I think within an hour you die without the proper protection.
Amy, like a true Canadian, got it correct.
Did we get a prize? I wish they would give us like a prize, you know?
Oh, so this is what it looks like.
Wow.
Minus
Yeah, see.
63 degrees
People
Celsius.
Oh my God, that dead person standing up.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. This one is about China. In Chinese mythology, there's a blank that controls rain, wind, and lightning. John,
There's a god.
there's a god. God, we're pretty close.
I'm gonna go with
Brian,
Goddess.
goddess. Not really. It's
I'm
a
gonna
type
say-
of animal.
oh, a type of animal.
He put his hand up quick.
Okay, I'm out.
Okay, we have a studio audience.
Is it dragon?
Dragon
They have a lot of
is
dragons.
correct. In
Dragon's
Chinese
considered-
mythology, there's a dragon that controls rain, wind, and lightning. Chunquan, could you please explain to us?
The dragon is created animal in China. They have a mystical power to control wind, rain, and cloud, as you can see.
Cool.
Wow.
So I think I've seen this before, right?
Yeah, I've seen that before too. That's cool.
Oh, we got a dragon too in Korea.
Where?
G-Dragon. Body, okay, little box, wet.
Let's move on to the next question. This one is about the United Kingdom. In the UK has a blank to help people cope with the constantly changing weather.
A counseling service? I mean, it's people cope. Some people
They
can't
get
cope.
so depressed they need
They
counseling.
get so depressed because the weather, it's sunny and they're happy, then it rains.
The counseling is
That
pretty good.
is
It's pretty good.
incorrect. Brian, would you like to take a shot?
Television station.
Television station, like what?
Like a TV channel we can turn to when you're like trying to cope with the weather change. And especially people who are like very dark and just like, I would end my life. You turn TV on like, It kind of relaxes you.
So
I don't know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Dude, I got a
TV's the
weird
answer.
creative mind. That's all I gotta say.
Amy?
Fortune teller.
Fortune teller.
For weather, specifically for weather. Fortune tellers are big in the UK, aren't they? Nod your head yes. Nod your head yes.
Yeah, I've been.
Sam,
loads of
don't lie to
times.
her.
I've been loads of times to a fortune.
Sam,
teller,
don't lie to her.
Hey.
Is more practical than counseling systems or TV channels or fortune tellers?
Practical?
Okay. They also have these things in Korea, but what's inside is very different.
Telephone booth? With a weather system in it?
The shape is kind of similar.
Yeah. It's a sort of type of machine.
ATM machine.
Oh. Why
We're
would that
getting
help you?
closer.
Because they got those in Itaewon with like the old booth thing you go in there. You said it looks like a...
We're getting closer.
I ain't
We're
open
getting
my mouth
closer.
ever again.
Like machines on the street that tell you what weather it's going to be?
Oh.
Yes.
Isn't that good enough? Weather stations, is there a specific name for it?
UK has... The UK has a pub.
UK has a pub.
They said Korea has it. Korean people do go drinking a lot at night.
I said it's the same shape as the telephone booth.
Yeah.
Same shape.
Okay, if
Kind
you
of.
put, you can get sodas.
Oh!
Vending machine.
Yes.
Vending machine is correct.
What was
The UK has a weather vending machine to help people cope with the constantly changing weather. Now, so if you press the button, it kind of snows. Then you press the button again, the snow stops. Is it something like that?
You can order the weather.
I wish it could control the weather.
Oh, I'm
but
just
no.
glad this showed us higher on knowledge.
Basically, what this thing does is it sells items which would be useful with changing weather. For example, umbrellas are the main item because it rains a lot. So umbrellas and things like that.
Wow.
This is what it looks like.
sun
So,
wipes.
yes, sun wipes and fresh wipes.
And rain brawly.
What's rain brawly?
What's a rain brawly?
A brolly, an umbrella.
That's UK slang.
It's a brolly.
We don't use that.
Okay, so we've been introduced to some very interesting weather systems, and let's get down to the main event. Let's start the competition. First, we start with the clues. As usual, we'll start with a little teaser. The clues are in the box. When I call your name, please unveil your clue. Starting with you, Sam.
Oh, okay.
Drum roll, please.
It's my laundry. No, hang on. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh.
It's a brawly.
I feel like you're gonna like pull a rabbit out of the hat or something.
We couldn't get live animals on the show, so.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam gave us a physical clue, right? The top hat, the raincoat, and the brolly.
You're so stiff when you speak with an UK accent.
What can you guys guess from this? That was a
Top hat,
terrible
raincoat,
English.
and maybe you can get any of these things in a vending machine?
Oh, can you get them in a vending machine?
That would be amazing, but I don't know.
No, okay. Yeah, Christina.
Come on.
I can only think about the Barbary man going to the park and scaring people.
Okay, we're having a little bit of trouble guessing Sam's topic, so let's move on to China.
Wow. Spray bottle.
So weather system, China, and a spray bottle. What can you guys get from that?
I think it's cooling systems in China. Like all refreshments.
Like a face mist.
Yeah, like a face mist.
It's related to weather.
That's related to the weather?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Jesse's clue. Jesse, please
Yes.
unveil your clue.
Yes, it's going to be very similar to the last time I presented. So get ready. Drum roll.
I was like, shh, listen.
An helicopter.
I'm not saying anything.
That just sounded like a really long robot fart.
I think it kind of sounded like a helicopter. Wait, but it is a sound of a helicopter, right?
It is, yes,
It is.
I will reveal
Okay,
that.
so Jesse's clue is a helicopter. Okay, Jesse, just tell us.
Just tell you?
Yeah.
Give us a hint, man.
It's too hard.
Should I give a hint or should I
It's
just
too
spoil
hard.
it?
Just tell us. Just
Don't
tell us your
spoil it.
topic.
All right, I'll just tell you the topic.
Yes.
It's the Canadian system for predicting and preventing forest fires. Because as you know, Canada's a very large country, in fact, second largest in the world, even bigger than the mighty nation of China. And so we have a lot of nature, a lot of forest, and so the threat of forest fires is very real. So we need a really good system to deal with it.
So you can predict fires?
Predict and prevent, and I'll tell you how on this edition of Bring It On.
Why is he still on the show, man? Seriously, season 3, he comes back, I'm gone. I love you, mother. Jesse's mom.
Okay, Jesse, that was Jesse's topic. Chunquan, I think we've had the most trouble guessing your topic. Please tell us.
It's Chinese rainmaking system.
Okay, so the Chinese rainmaking system is Chunquan's topic. Let's move on to the United Kingdom.
His was hard too.
Yeah.
So my topic is about, so I told you how the weather is very unpredictable in the UK, but we have a really good system of trying to predict the weather. So my topic will be talking about that method of predicting the weather.
Okay, so we have a variety of interesting topics today as usual, so we are ready to roll. But first, let's check out our scoring system. Judges 30%, studio audience 20%, Bring It On application 30%, website 10%, and the final pitch counts for 10%. The presenters will be ranked first, second, and third places. If you're watching the studio recording live via our website or YouTube, please remember to vote, but also send us your comments and suggestions. Before we start the presentations, let's check out the initial responses. Who's leading the poll so far? Let's find out. Remember, viewers, your vote counts. Your vote is very important. It determines who gets to stay on our show and who gets voted out. So with that said, let's start the presentation. Today, we'll start with Sam Carter.
Hello and welcome to Bring It On News with myself, Sam Carter. We have a weather report from Sam Carter in the UK. Sam, are you there? Sam, are you there in the UK? Sam?
Hi, this is Sam Carter from Hyde Park in London, and apparently today, heavy downpour is expected.
As you can see, London looks very similar to Seoul.
So I'm on London Tower Bridge right now, and apparently a typhoon is on its way.
Sam?
Oh my goodness! Yes, indeed a typhoon is on its way. Very accurate indeed.
Sam, are you there? Sam? Sam Carter in London? We seem to have lost Sam Carter in London. We will move on. But as you can see, he predicted the weather very, very accurately with his umbrella and his trench coat. Yes, today's topic is the UK weather forecast system, the Unified Model, or the UM for short. So what this does, it sort of gathers vast information through WMO. It uses supercomputers to analyze data and predict the weather. Temperature, rainfall, winds and other details are predicted as well. It's the most accurate system in the world. Why was it created, I hear you ask? Well, the UK's weather is very unpredictable, as I said, with random and frequent rain. The UK's weather experts collaborated to prevent accidents and disasters resulting from weather. It's used not just in the UK now, but all around the world. So, earlier I spoke to John Smith, who talked about the UM, the Unified Model, and he said the following: "It was a hair-raising experience. If it wasn't for the UM system, I don't know what I would have done," is what he said. So, the traffic weather system, a lot of slippery and wet roads result in numerous accidents in the UK. The UM is utilised to provide useful traffic weather information. You have traffic control centres and weather stations who collaborate, share and analyse the data. From hail, gale to fog, all weather conditions are analysed. It's a very effective way to prevent natural disasters and accidents. So the outcomes? Well, the results are very specific. Traffic accident rates were lowered. It's convenient for the citizens. It even generates revenue through exportation of the system. It reduces damages resulting from natural disasters. The exact figures from 2010 to 2014, about £2 billion, quite an extraordinary sum. It also creates other facilities and laboratories specializing in earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Right, so we have a saying in the UK, nothing is accidental. It's the same with the You don't believe in luck or fate. So if you're going on a picnic or going to the park, you don't want to rely on luck whether it's going to rain or not. You want to know specifically when it's going to rain and what the weather is going to be like. Thank you for watching Bring It On News with myself, Sam Carter.
That was a great presentation from Sam Carter. Sam Carter, how was London?
How is London?
How was London?
Oh, how was London?
You were there for the weather report.
Oh yeah. Oh, when I did the weather report. Oh. Very predictable with the system.
Ah,
yes.
Okay.
Do they always have Korean writing on the streets?
Nowadays, Koreatown is the rage in London.
Oh, it's K-Town.
Yeah, it's K-Town.
K-Town in the UK,
yeah.
okay.
That's why.
UK-Town.
Yeah,
okay.
UK-Town.
So the system was Sam Carter's topic. If you guys have any questions for him, let's take them.
The system itself, I just wonder if you could just re-explain it a little bit. It's just a computerized system that predicts?
I'm so glad you asked. I thought I was the one who didn't get it.
Trust me. Everyone here didn't get it.
Okay.
You can see their face like, what was he talking about?
Okay, now I feel better.
Yes.
Okay, even I struggle a little bit because it's the use of supercomputers, which I presume is a very super computer and very powerful. What it does basically, it gathers a lot of data about what the weather's been like in the past and what the weather's like now. From these patterns, you can tend to predict what the weather's going to be like in the future. So I don't know if you've seen on TV where you have sort of maps of clouds and rain, and you can see where exactly it's going.
Yeah.
Things like that you use to predict the weather.
So how is that different from what they use in the States or Canada weather?
So they're using that all around the world, but it originated with the UN model.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when did that originate? What year?
What year exactly? I'm presuming it started, well, in the 1980s is the first use of supercomputers at a very basic level. And then in the 90s and 2000s, it obviously developed into what it is now.
I want an exact date.
So I would say October 1981. I'm lying, I don't know.
I can tell by his eyes, he's like, whoa, I didn't expect that question.
So Sam gave an overview about the UN model. Christina, based on that, do you have any questions?
How accurate is this system? Have you really tested?
Have I tested it?
Yeah.
Personally?
Personally.
These are some tough questions. Jeez.
This is extremely tough.
Did you invent it personally? Because otherwise...
Well, all weather reports you see on TV, the news, is all based on this model.
Okay.
So we are all testing it.
Okay, Sam is having a little bit of a trouble answering the judges' questions. Now, I feel like this is going to affect Sam's total score.
It could.
Now, that's all the time we have for Sam. Let's find out what our studio audience thought of Sam Carter's presentation. Studio audience, please get out your smartphones and get ready to vote. Now let's check the judges' points. So far, none of our judges voted for Sam. This is the last chance to change your mind. Your vote becomes final on my count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Sam from the UK. And the results? Let's find out.
1. Oh, some last-minute changes, but 2 of our judges voted for Sam Carter, John and Brian. Let's hear why. Brian.
Well, I mean, of course, I gave Sam a hard time. I was joking around because I don't think he should know what race or what sex of the person was that came up with the system. But he knew what he was talking about. And yes, the everyone knows that it's a United model. Everybody uses it in every country. And it's not 100% accurate every single time. So for him to even talk about it, it's a hard topic to discuss. But I still think he did well, and he was creative. It was fun. But just a bit of advice, I just wish he would know his facts a little bit more. Then it'd been perfect.
Now let's turn to one of our studio audience and hear what they thought of Sam's presentation. Does anybody want to comment on Sam's presentation? Did you vote for Sam? You could tell us.
No, I did not.
Oh, why not?
The truth?
Yes, the truth.
I love it already.
Because if it's a presentation about the whole weather system, maybe there was too much words and most people are more visual. The first presentation was amazing, but maybe the last few parts, it's all facts and stuff. Maybe he could have made it more interesting with more visuals. Then probably the judges would, be more enthusiastic about it. So that's what I'm for me, because I didn't really get it at all.
Amen, sister, amen.
Okay.
Yes.
What about somebody who voted for Sam? Let's hear their opinions as well. Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I just actually understood what he was talking about, It was very clear, to the point, and concise, so why not? I'm just convinced. That's all.
Okay, so we've heard some varying opinions from our judges and our studio audience. Let's check the final studio scores for Sam Carter. From the judges, 15 points, audience 9.36 points, for a total of 24.36 points. Good job, Sam.
Thanks.
And he's not even enthused.
Okay, this is just the studio points for Sam. If you liked Sam's presentation, please go online and vote for Sam Carter. Next up, we have Chunquan from China. Let's give it up for Chunquan.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Chen. Today I will present about Chinese weather. So let's see a VCR.
Yes.
It's so hot summer, isn't it? And let's dance. Hot summer make me upset.
How can I, when I look for the world? Is there no way to serve this drought? The unwelcome guests to visit every year.
Oh, hi Chen. So what do you really want?
You don't know what I want? Of course the rain. Then I will help you. Alibaba!
Alibaba.
Are you kidding me? This is not enough. Aha! Without this stupid magician's help, any help I can get?
For Chinese people, the weather was a big hot issue even long time ago. They began using weather clocks and the winds very early. And the Chinese recorded wind seasons and used kits to record the speed and direction of winds. So how do you think about Chinese weather?
It's great.
One word can explain Chinese weather. It's various. China is a big country and climate varies greatly from region to region. But today I will focus on explaining Chinese rainmaking. Chinese rainmaking, how and why? There are many terms, let me clarify. The Chinese government does modify weather. It's called weather modification. They use artificial rain in a way of cloud seeding. China is the world's leader of rainmaking. Scientists use aircraft and rocket. Let's see a VCR. Artillery to propel the liquid nitrogen into clouds, as you can see, which will produce the rain and they fall into warmer areas.
Oh.
And why does Chinese government use artificial rain? Because the northern part of China is suffering from dry weather that many people do not have enough water to drink. So in order to cover this problem, the government uses cloud seeding to produce rain. Now, China has the largest rainmaking program and operation in the world. It has annual budget over 100 million and offices in 30 provinces. It's my end of presentation. Thank you.
Perfect on time. Wow. Right on time.
Right on time. That was a very interesting presentation. Now let's take some questions from our judges.
So this artificial rain, because they use, what did you say they shoot into the clouds?
Use artillery.
Artillery, okay. But is that healthy to drink if it's artificial rain?
Natural clouds, so it's very healthy.
So, I'm not sure I got it right. The rain that comes from the sky is not artificial water, it's the real rain?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now let's see if that influences the points. Studio audience, please get ready to vote. Take out your smartphones and please get ready to vote for Chunquan. Now it's time to find out if the judges like Chunquan's presentation. So far, only John voted for Chunquan. There's still time to change your mind, but your decision becomes final on my count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
And the results? Let's find out.
1. Wow. Oh, perfect score from our judges. Yes. Good job, Chunquan. Let's hear from our judges why they liked Chunquan's presentation, starting with Christina.
I think it was fun since the beginning. The idea of acting, dancing, so it made it interesting. And then in the second part, he explained it in detail, but in an easy way, so everybody could get it. And it was a very interesting topic. I didn't know anything about it, and I got to learn something new. I liked it.
Okay, so the judges clearly were impressed by Chunquan's presentation, but there are some other opinions amongst our studio audience. Let's find out how they reacted to Chunquan's presentation. From the judges, 30 points. From the audience, 10.53 points. For a total of 40.53 points. Good job, Chunquan.
Thank you. Next round will be better. Trust me.
Next round. Wow. If there is a next round. Bring It On is a survival presentation show, and our scoring system leaves plenty of room for turnarounds. So far, in the studio, Chunquan is in the lead, but we still have the online votes from the application, from the website, and the final pitch to consider. Only then we will have the final points. So there is still time to participate. Log on to our website and our application and vote for your favorite presentation. Last up, we have Jessie. Give it up for Jessie.Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bring It On. My name is Jesse Day, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Canadian Forest Fire Danger Rating System. But first, let's take a look at a video. So forest fires devastate very large areas all across nature, causing a myriad of problems. Now, how are they caused? Well, here's me going for a hike, beautiful sunny day, enjoying the wilderness right here in Seoul. But I feel like having a cigarette, so should I light one up? Hey, why not? Nobody's looking. Nope. Danger, people. You could drop your cigarette at any time. Here's me as a little psycho kid who's into fire, and uh-oh, I dropped it. This is human error, and as a kid I ran away, I don't know what to do, you know what I mean? Now lightning is another big cause, as you will soon find out, of forest fires. So, let's take a look at the main causes. 12% of all forest fires are caused by lightning strikes. Underground coal fires. Weather, of course, very dry and hot weather can cause spontaneous combustion. Vegetation, the types of twigs, leaves, and branches in certain forest areas, and 80%, the vast majority of them are caused by human carelessness. So don't smoke cigarettes out in the wilderness. Do not play with fire, kids. Okay, let's take a look at another video. So we can see here once again the devastating effects of forest fires. Now we need a method of prediction and prevention. So bring in the troops, the Canadian boys, with the air support. Now I'm going to talk about this in just a moment, but first I want to take a look at the devastating effects of forest fires. They disrupt and destroy ecosystems, destroying flora and fauna as well as animal species that are vital. The potential loss of human life. Negative impact on air quality not only in the area of the fire, but it travels very far over the wind, affecting health in other cities even. And the destruction of land. Between 3 to 10 million acres of green land is destroyed each year because of fire. So how do we stop it? Prediction and prevention. That is the CFF-DRS system. Now this chart is very complex, requires a working knowledge of biology, biodiversity, and other things, but it's broken down like this. It's predicted by likelihood of human-caused fires. So they track where the most human activity is happening, of course, because that's the majority of all forest fires, and try to determine how many people will be gathering in certain areas. They track lightning strikes in real time every day to determine whether lightning may cause a fire. Fire behavior prediction, how a certain fire will operate, because some fires are actually vital, small enough ones, but they got to figure out which ones will spread and which ones won't. The landscape, the topography, how likely it is that a fire will spread because of that. So we predicted it. How do we prevent it? That's the CIFFC, a 100% government-funded forest fire prevention that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing aircraft, personnel, equipment, and specialty items to help fight fires at their source. Maintaining daily contact with the NIFC, the parent company in the United States, to exchange resources across international borders, and providing advice and intelligence to other countries. And we're getting to that now, international success. This system has led to Canada being recognized globally as a leader in fire science and management, implemented in parts of the US and completely in New Zealand, and components being used in many countries around the world. Now, this is a great system, but I want you to keep one thing in mind, and that's the brave men and women who risk their lives and choose fighting forest fires as a career. Without them, the system is nothing, and they both work together in synergy. Thank you very much.
Now that's all the time that Jesse has for us. Questions, judges?
I think presentation was just perfect, detailed enough, and the way he spoke showed his confidence. So I got it clear, and I thought it was very, very interesting.
You said like some fires are essential or like vital, right? How are fires essential or vital? I don't get it.
Like, because they cause certain pollination to emit from certain plants. So the flames, if it can get out of control, that's the problem. You have to determine which ones you can leave burning, because some of the rotten vegetation also needs to burn away so that new stuff can grow. And also, it also helps for the pollination of certain plants when other plants get burnt away. So it's a really kind of intricate, that's like a biology question, biodiversity question. So I can't answer it in super detail. You'd have to maybe look it up online because it's very complex.
Oh, so there's a little bit change of mind from our judges.
I just voted for him because he used big syllables.
Now let's see how this turns out in his final studio points. Studio audience, please take out your smartphones and get ready to vote. Now let's check the judges' points. So far, Brian, Christina, and Amy voted for Jessie. Your vote becomes final on my count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Jessie from Canada. And the results? Let's find out.
1. Surprise, surprise, all 4 votes. Congratulations, Jessie.
Thanks.
Why did you change at the last minute?
Well, my light was originally on, I think, but I just turned it off just to mess with you.
I knew he was messing with me. I'm like, he's gonna turn it back on.
No, I mean like,
Oh,
yeah,
so
my
you
question
turn it
was
back on.
alright.
Yeah. You know it all.
Our judges were clearly impressed with Jessie's presentation. Let's find out if our studio audience thought the same way. Here are the studio points for Jessie. From the judges, 30 points. From the audience, 15.21 points, with a total of 45.21 points.
Wow.
Good job, Jessie. Now, Jessie has the highest studio score so far, but we still have the online votes and the final pitch to consider. There is still time to participate, so if you haven't done already, please go on to our website and our application and vote for your favorite presentation. Bring It On studio recording is being streamed live via our YouTube channel and our website, and viewers are sending in some comments and suggestions. Let's find out some of them. One user wrote that we only have the creme de la creme left on our show. I had trouble deciding who to vote for today. I think the judges and our studio audience agree to that. And another user wrote, unfortunately, it's almost the end of season 2. If I were in Korea, I would love to take part in the show as a presenter. Keep on bringing it on till the final round. Thank you for your comment. Now, let's get back to the competition. It's time for the final pitch. Now we're back to the competition. We will give 1 minute each to each of our presenters. After listening to what they have to say, our judges will award 1 extra point to just 1 presenter. This time, we'll start with Jessie.
Okay.
Yeah, Jessie. Canada.
So,
we're gonna hear about some Canada tonight.
Canadian firefighting. All right.
What is that?
Should I?
Okay, you're gonna be my fire.
Oh.
You're my
Why?
Venus,
'Cause
you're
hot
my
like
fire. Yeah. So, what I want to instruct everybody in today is the use of a fire extinguisher. Now, fighting fires in the wilderness is very important, but you also have to know how to fight fires inside. Now, the first thing you do when you see a fire, what do you think it is? Don't panic. All right, you got to stay calm in the face of the blaze. And you got to determine if it's too big, you get out of there. If it's too big, you call 911. But let's say a fire starts on your stove or something like that. Boom, hopefully you have one of these on hand. They should be around most buildings. And it's very simple. I can't really do it because it's a little dangerous. Yeah, I wanted to ask them to make a fire.
That'd be fun if you're all over.
Yeah, it would be. So it's just simple. You pull the pin with as much force as you can, and then you detach this hose, aim it at the direction of the fire, and simply pull this nozzle, extinguish the fire. It's very simple. But make sure the fire is not too big, all right? And think of the brave men and women, the firefighters, who risk their lives to fight fires, the unsung heroes of Canada. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie, for your final pitch. Thank you for making me part of it. Now, in reverse order again, let's give it up for Chunquan's final pitch.
I sense a song and dance coming on.
Do you like summer?
Yes!
Let's dance for summer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's dance! Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chunquan. Let's dance for summer. Okay, Sam Carter, you're not even up for your final pitch, and you're already
He's crying. Maybe this is his final pitch. He's like,
he's tearing up.
He's building up for it. His tears are the rain.
Do you think you can handle the final pitch? Okay, let's give it up for Sam Carter's final pitch.
So funny. Hello, welcome back to Bring It On News, and we have news just in from Arirang in Gangnam that Sam Carter might possibly win, but now I don't think that's possible, so I will shamelessly promote my European tour for Lunafly. Where are we? So if you're interested in coming to Europe, please do come. We're going to 6 countries in Europe. Please come along. It looks pretty fun, right?
I don't get what this has to do with the UK.
Thanks, guys.
What did that have to do with the UK? I don't know.
I didn't get it.
I just felt like his album promotion video. Yeah.
Well, he said in the beginning that he's going to shamelessly promote his European tour. Oh. Well, thank you, Sam, for your final pitch. I mean, it is totally up to our presenters how to use their final 1 minute, and it's up to you guys to decide who to give the points to. So, judges, please huddle up.
Can we get your fire, please?
Yes. You can have it. Okay, the judges will award 1 extra point to just one presenter. Who will it be? Christina?
I think we all agree on Jessie.
Jessie. Jessie gets the final. Okay, so far we only have the studio points from our judges and our audience. It's time to find out the online votes, and I have the results right here. All of the votes are in, and it's time to make the announcement. Now remember, today's runner-up can only stay in the race if his total score is higher than that of last week's runner-up, which is Todd. So it's a tough round for some of you. Today I will announce 3rd place first, who will be eliminated from the show. Coming in 3rd place with 38.14 points is...
4 minutes to give their best presentation, followed by a Q&A session. Coming in at 3rd place,
Sam Carter.
He was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Oh.
Okay, Sam, you came in 3rd place today, which means that you are no longer in the competition. But we did love your presentation.
Oh, thank you very much. I feel very sad but happy at the same time. I got to meet a lot of very nice people here, so thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay, now it's time to announce today's winner. Today's winner with 65.71 points.
Whoa! Whoa.
That's so high.
That's a lot of points right there.
Okay, today's winner is...
Who will rise to the top? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Panel. Studio audience. Bring It On app. Arirang website. Special bonus point. And the final score.
Jessie Day.
Oh!
Yeah, you always say that you aim for first place, and you got it.
Yeah, actually, I'm a little surprised because in advance I took a look at the application, and Jin was way far ahead on the application, actually, in terms of the vote. So when I heard that the score was so high, I thought, oh, wow, it must have been because of all those people who voted online for him. So I was actually looking at him. You saw me looking at him because I was like, you're going to be first. And I was about to congratulate him, but that's very fortunate. I'm happy.
Chunquan, you are the runner-up today, which means that you can only be in this competition if your total points is higher than that of Todd's. Who gets to stay in this race and who gets voted off? Now it's between Chunquan, representing China, and Todd, representing the United States of America. It has been a very close race, but only one person can stay in this race. The person who gets to stay in this competition is Chunquan.
My Jesus! Well
Thank you. My Jesus.
You know, it's been very close, less than 1 point gap.
Wow.
You could have been voted off.
Oh, very thankful the Arirang TV. I'll be better in next round.
Jessie and Chunquan, the expectations are really high. It's going to be difficult to impress the judges, our audience, and the online voters. So you guys got to bring it on next time. Congratulations, you two. And Sam, it has been a pleasure having you on our show. Let's give the presenters a round of applause. Every week on Bring It On, 3 presenters will bring you fascinating stories from their homelands, and your vote determines who gets to stay on our show and who gets voted off. Be sure to be part of our show by logging on to our website, our application, and voting for your favorite presentation. now today we had to say goodbye to Sam, but next week we will be back with 3 presenters. Until then, goodbye.